Alright, so I'm gonna make some breakfast before I go to the gym. I used to not eat before I went to the gym, which was fine. I don't really need to usually eat too much, like I'll just eat like, I don't know, a rice cake or something. But today I feel like I want to eat breakfast, so I'm gonna make what I normally make. Okay, so for breakfast I have 2 slices of whole grain toast with some butter and jelly. I have 2 eggs that I seasoned with garlic, salt, black pepper, and turmeric. And then to get the benefits of turmeric, just know you have to put black pepper because that's how it gets activated. And then 2 slices of turkey bacon. I also have a little cup of red grapes. This is all I have left. Again, I have to do some grocery shopping today. My tea is the Celestia Tension Tamer and then the Private Selection Rose Black Tea. And then I have a smoothie, and this consists of a triple berry blend, which was strawberries, cherries, and I think it was blueberries. And I have a whole banana in here. Usually I'll do half a banana, but they were getting pretty ripe, so I had put the other ones in the freezer. And I have kale. Normally I'll put spinach in it, but my spinach was going bad, so I didn't put that in there. I had a 1/4 cup of oats and then some sugar-free juice just for a little sweetness in the base, and then water. The gym was a bit more crowded than I had expected it to be on a Sunday. Well, I don't know if it was morning when I went in, but on a Sunday in general. But I was going to try to film something, but there's too many people and I'm not there yet where I can just start filming. Plus it's Planet Fitness and I don't know, they feel more strict than other gyms. So maybe one day I'll film there, or if I get another gym, then I will. But I did legs today and I do feel better because like earlier and yesterday my right hip flexor was hurting, and it kind of has been hurting off and on for I don't know, a week or so. So I think actually doing a workout has helped. Like I think my body is hurting mostly because I'm not moving it consistently. So I'm glad I'm getting back into doing this because I'm starting to understand, like, yes, movement is important. I know people always say like, oh yeah, move your body, it's gonna feel better, you need to move your body. But it's different when like you stop moving your body starts hurting, and then you start moving it again, it stops hurting, and you're like, oh yeah, I guess that's true. So definitely gonna stick to my 3-day goal this week. If I do more, great. So long as I hit 3 days, then I'm good with that. Okay, I'm gonna do a little grocery haul here. So I got most of my stuff from Aldi, and then just like a couple things from Meijer. From Meijer, I got a couple of just like pinto beans. I usually put them into like a little like ground turkey scramble. I have red skin potatoes. I could just buy potatoes and cut them up myself, but I didn't want to, so I paid a little more to get those. And I bought myself some flowers. I'm just gonna put these into a mason jar that I have. From Aldi, I got the cherry berry blend that I had for breakfast this morning. Just need more of that. I got some strawberries. I'm going to eat strawberries until they're no longer in season. Same with, I got some red grapes. Just gonna eat them until they're not in season anymore. Some chicken tenderloins. Got some almond milk. Some steel cut oats, which I can put in my smoothies, and also I was trying to make overnight oats, but they always end up like really mushy, so I think I just keep getting the wrong kind of oats. So I'm gonna try the steel cut oats. And then some ground turkey. I always get the frozen kind just because it's cheaper. 12 grain, full grain bread that I had for breakfast this morning. Just gonna get some more of that in stock. Some water flavor. So the first one is strawberry watermelon. And then the second one is strawberry pineapple. But this one is an energy one. Do I think it gives me energy? No, but on the off chance that it is giving me a little bit of energy, I'm gonna keep drinking it. And then as a treat, I like to have some cinnamon crunch squares, not toast crunch, because this is off-brand. It tastes the same and costs half the price. So those are my groceries. I'm going to make lunch out of this and with whatever I have left in my freezer. And then I have to do yard work, which is a bummer. Lunch is, I have these like little honey breaded chicken, little tender things. This is 2 servings, but I figure with the workout I did and where I'm at right now with my calories, it'll be okay. This is a serving of the potatoes that I bought, 1.5 cups, and then a cup of broccoli. And then I have water that has that like energy strawberry pineapple that I showed earlier. So against all odds, I'm outside walking, even though I really didn't want to. I was really tired. I just wanted to sit on the couch, mind my own business. But here I am, walking, and I guess I feel better. I still wish I was laying on the couch. But you know, when you're trying to lose weight, these are things you do. And I'm just lose weight, but just get in better shape, I guess. So I'm outside walking. It's actually a nice day, so you know, a good day for a walk. So I might as well take advantage. It's not too hot. I think hopefully the super hot days are over, because I am not a hot weather person. So I'm gonna keep going on this walk, and I think I'm gonna do for 30 minutes, but we'll see. I might do longer depending on how I feel. So that's that. So I just got back from my walk, and at the end of my walk, for whatever reason, the spirit overtook me to run a little bit. I don't run. I used to run a lot just because I played basketball, and I was fine with running. Like I could, run a lot, but that was when I was 14. I'll be 30 next month, so it's been a little minute. So I tried running. It wasn't too bad. I maybe did a quarter mile. That actually is probably very inaccurate. It just felt like a quarter mile because, again, I don't run, but I do just want to see what my body can do so I can take that benchmark, start here, know that I did, honestly, it was like half a block, maybe a little bit more than half a block. So definitely not a quarter mile, but in my head it's a quarter mile because, again, it just felt like that. So I am icing my knee and my ankle right now, even though just with walking it would have hurt anyway because I did have that surgery almost a year ago. So I am still technically healing, even though in my mind I like to pretend that I am healed. I know that's not true. My surgeon said it'll be a year at least, and it can be up to 5 years to see if the surgery even really made the difference that it's supposed to, which is absurd to me, but I guess that's just how it is. It was a traumatic event that caused the injury, a traumatic event to help fix the injury. So just a bunch of trauma in my knee. So I'm not going to push myself too much. But again, I just wanted to see where I'm at. So I am glad that I was able to do it and it didn't cause me too much pain. Of course, I was pretty winded for a little bit because, again, that's just not something that I normally do. Kitty. Kitty. Meow. That's what you sound like. Meow. So yeah, just getting that benchmark of where I'm at physically. And I did a leg workout yesterday. It wasn't the best leg workout ever, but again, I'm just getting back into the gym, so I'm gonna give myself some grace there. Tomorrow is gonna be back and biceps and probably some core work as well, because core is something I need to work on too. So I just want to do like a fitness assessment, I suppose, so I can have this starting point and then check back every month and just see how I'm improving that way. So I'm not always focusing on like the number on the scale or even my measurements, because sometimes doing all that kind of physical stuff can make you feel bad about yourself when there aren't changes. But maybe there aren't physical changes in that respect, but there are physical changes in that, like maybe I'm able to run a half mile, maybe I'm able to do more squats or just squat at all, maybe I'm able to do push-ups, like those kind of things. So I do just want to do a fitness assessment so that I can follow up with myself every month, so I can have that as a benchmark in addition to, again, my weight and my measurements. So that's where I'm at with that. And for the rest of the night, I am just going to take a shower. I already ate dinner, so I'm probably just going to have a snack if I feel I need to, but at the moment I don't. Probably just have some tea, keep drinking my electrolytes here, and then read a little bit, get ready for bed, and then do it all again tomorrow.
I'm with you there, like a nice mature one who's so grateful for love she let me do whatever I want. Where have all the older women gone?
Hello, today is Tuesday. Today full transparency, I did not eat well. However, I went into the day knowing that I wasn't going to eat well because we had a work event, like a account appreciation barbecue. So I knew I wasn't going to eat well, so I did plan for that for the day. I didn't eat too much for breakfast. I just had some grapes and strawberries and then a Lara bar. And for lunch, I had, again, full transparency here. I had 3 hot dogs, one of those snack bags of chips, 4 of like the mini bite-sized brownies, 2 chocolate chip cookies, and 2 Diet Cokes. And I know that sounds crazy. I understand. But like I said, I just went into the day knowing that I was going to have that kind of day. I planned for it, so I'm totally fine with what I ate today. And I did just get back from the gym. I had back and biceps today and some ab work. So it was a really good workout. I enjoyed it. I feel like it was effective. Whereas, was it Sunday when I did my leg day? I didn't really enjoy that one, but I just feel like I kind of didn't have a plan, whereas today I had a plan. I forgot I had this app where I had tracked my workouts last year when I was really active. So I just went back to that app and then looked at kind of the workouts that I had set up before. And that's essentially what I did today, minus the ab work, because abs are something I don't normally work or didn't normally work previously. But doing the abs today was actually kind of enjoyable in a way. And I feel like tomorrow my abs are definitely going to be hurting. Like they're already kind of like clenched right now, which is a good thing. It means I'm properly engaging my core, and I need to build a stronger core because it is very weak. Yeah. So that's definitely something I want to incorporate. There's someone I had watched on YouTube. I can't remember who it was. And I believe she said she does at least 5 minutes of core work after every workout. And I think that's a good idea. I don't know if I'm going to be at that point just yet, but I'm at least going to try to do it maybe once a week or so, which is, again, significantly more than what I did before. So we're just doing progress a little bit at a time. And then I did about 10 minutes of cardio, so just 10 minutes on the elliptical. My legs are very sore from my walk yesterday because I did not stretch afterwards. So this is my note to you. Please stretch. I want you to warm up before a workout, and then I want you to stretch afterwards. Prevents injuries, and then just helps you from getting too sore the following day. Of course, you're just going to be sore anyway, especially if it's a new workout or if you went heavier than usual or did more reps. That's normal. That's your body breaking down the muscles to rebuild them, which is what we want. But stretching helps make sure that you're not too tight and in pain. So I didn't stretch yesterday after my walk slash sort of run. Again, in my head, it feels like it was a quarter mile. In real life, it was like half a block. But either way, I didn't stretch. I felt it. I did 10 minutes on the elliptical. The back of my legs hurt, my hamstrings hurt, and my gluteus hurts. So I was like, 10 minutes is fine. And I had already put in a pretty good workout at that point anyway, so I'm totally fine with what I did. And then I went to the hydro massage, did that, felt great. So I did some recovery that way. I'm gonna ice a little bit later too, probably while I'm eating. For dinner today, I'm going to have the chicken that I made on Sunday, and then sweet potato and some type of vegetable. Probably, I think I have green beans in there. But I usually try to keep a stock of vegetables just to make sure I have them, so I'm not like, oh, I don't have any vegetables, I guess I can't eat any. Because I am trying to get like 3 servings of veggies a day, and I get like a serving in my smoothie. I have a serving for lunch and then a serving for dinner. So today, again, was just one of those weird days. I didn't have a smoothie this morning, and then I obviously didn't have any vegetables with lunch. So I'm gonna probably have like a double helping of veggies today. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and then afterwards probably read a little bit, and I do need to clean up my kitchen, which I really don't want to do. I don't feel like it. I mean, it's not like it's a lot. I just have to put the dishes away from the dishwasher and then put away that stuff and then clean whatever is in the sink, but I'm exhausted. I just don't feel like it, but I'm gonna push through. We're gonna push through past our laziness and do the things we don't feel like doing. So that's my evening. So I will check in with you a little bit later or tomorrow, whatever ends up happening. Hello. So I'm editing my video and realized that I did not do any updates after Tuesday. So I'm just gonna give you the Cliff Notes version of this past week. So I did end up working out more than 3 times last week. I ended up doing 5. I did 4 days in the gym and then 1 day walking. So I'm very happy about that, very proud of myself, yes. So for this week, I'm gonna keep my goal at 3 days just to make sure I'm not pushing myself too hard or making sure I'm not giving myself unrealistic expectations. I don't know if last week was like a one-off or what. So I just want to make sure I'm keeping it realistic so I can keep myself in a good momentum. So 3 days is the goal, 4 days is my ultimate goal, and then 5 days would just be a bonus. So I'm going to keep myself at 3 days, which I believe is completely doable. And then in terms of my nutrition goals, I do want to get better at tracking my food. So after Tuesday of last week, honestly, I didn't really eat meals a lot. I did a lot of snacking, and while snacking always feels like, oh, it's not a lot, I'm just snacking, it adds up. I don't even notice it. So I want to make sure that I am tracking my food so that I know what I'm eating and making sure I know where my calories are coming from. Because an issue I had in the past was that I would snack and then be like, oh, well, I didn't eat that much. And then I'm gaining weight, and I'm like, well, why am I gaining weight? And then not realizing, I'm eating far more than what I am burning. And I was that's going to lead to weight gain. But I was thinking, I'm not eating a lot, so why am I gaining weight? Thinking it's something else. But I was eating a lot, just not acknowledging it or properly tracking it, so I didn't realize what was going on. So this time I just want to do better by myself because I need to get my weight in check so that way I can prevent any future health issues, just because I do come from a family that has a lot of health issues and a lot of them are weight related, so I definitely don't want to exasperate anything. So I do just want to make sure that I am keeping track of my nutrition. And then I also want to make sure I'm actually eating for the goals that I have, because it's not enough for me to just eat less. I need to be eating better. So this week I definitely don't want to work on my vegetable intake, making sure I'm getting enough protein, and just making sure I'm having a well-rounded diet and not just saying, oh, I'm eating less than what I need to lose weight, so that's good. It's more than that. I just want to be a healthier individual in terms of just how my body feels, how my body acts, all of that good stuff that comes with eating well. So that's what I want to work on this week. So in short, the fitness goals, 3 days to be realistic, 4 days is great, 5 days is a bonus. Nutrition, just making sure I am eating to nourish my body, and then tracking what I am eating so I can make sure I'm on the right track. But with all that said, I did end up losing 1.4 pounds last week, so I'm very proud of that, very happy, and I am just hoping to replicate that success this week. So that is that. I appreciate you watching as always. Thank you so much for coming with me on this journey. It's going to be a long journey, but you know what? I think that logging it and just kind of seeing my progress each week is going to be really helpful. So that way I know that even though it sometimes doesn't feel like I'm getting anywhere, I actually am. And it's nice to know that there are some people out there that are on this journey with me. And, you know, I just like that we are all doing it together. Whether we know it or not, we are working together. So I believe in you, whatever journey you're on. Let's just do this together and get this done.